Okay, we have opened Adobe Photoshop, which you have remotely installed on your computers. Can you go ahead and check if you can open it okay? If you get prompted for a sign-in, please contact tech support and they will support you in getting signed in with Adobe Photoshop. What I'm going to work on today, and thank you so much, Shino, for letting me work on this. I'm going to open your op art from Seesaw, and I chose this one because I like how well it's colored in, and a lot of your artworks 8th grade are like this. They have really nice colored in, high contrast. You could have a lot of fun with this. I'm going to work with the whole artwork, but you could choose one part of it to work with. You can make these decisions as you see what I'm going to do here. Okay, I'm going to crop there, and then I'm going to free transform. So that's Control T, right here. Now can I do that? I can't because it's the background. I'll double click so the background is unlocked, and then I will free transform. That's when you can move your image around, and I was going to see if I could get that bottom line a little straighter. And then I will crop again. I'm going to crop in, and that's just so I wanted to get it straighter so I wouldn't cut out this bottom part down there. Now around the sides, maybe I could go in a little bit closer here and a little bit closer over here. I'm trying to leave a little bit of white, but can it be done? Go out. Okay, I'll be happy with that. So I have a rectangle. Little tweaks that you can do. You can go under image, you can do auto tone and sharpen that up a little bit. You can see under image too, there's other adjustments you can make. Brightness and contrast, curves, exposure. There's a lot you can play around with here. And in Photoshop, you're just going to edit one of your drawings and make an interesting design. So what I want to do is have this, turn this rectangle into a square. So what I'm going to do is adjust my canvas size. So image canvas size. And I want the canvas to move out using this picture as the anchor here and to move out this way. So the height I'll keep the same, and the width I'm going to double. It's in inches. You can change it to centimeters. So I'll double it to 50 centimeters. Getting pretty big there. And now I will select all, Control A, and paste. Control V. Did that work? It didn't. Another thing I can do is duplicate this layer. So now I have 2 layers here. I can go up to my move tool, move it around, and I can line them up right next to each other. And sometimes if you're, see how I have that selection dotted line blinking there? I can do Command D, which is also over somewhere else here. Option D. I'm not sure where it is, but let me show you. It's for deselect. Maybe I missed it there. And then I'm going to Command T, free transform. Right there, Command T. And it will select only the layer that I'm on. And what I want to do is swing this around. And this is similar to what I posted on Instagram. I just copied it and flipped it so it could be a square design for the Instagram layout. And when I'm happy with where it is, I can press return. I can use my arrows to move it over a little bit if I want to, or up and down. Whatever you want to be happy with there. You can make the adjustments. Now, what I'm going to do is turn this into a tile. And maybe I'll check the image size overall again. And it's about, so it's still not quite a square. It's taller than it is wide. Well, let's just work with what I have here, and you can adjust these as you want. But I'm going to make it smaller overall, so more than half smaller, and that's so I can work with it on a bigger format. And I'm going to combine these two layers here, merge the top one down, merge down, and so it doesn't become the background, but it's one layer together here now. And then I'm going to adjust my canvas size again. And now I want my anchor to go out. This is the picture from the corner, so the canvas will get bigger out from that corner. And let's change it to, I'll triple it, 60 by 73 maybe, but I'm putting 74. Okay, but you can see now I have more space to work with here. And what I'm going to do is select all, copy, paste, and then I have another one to work with here. And I can decide where do I want this to be. And I can paste it again and adjust it. And actually, I think, might it be cool? Well, let's just see how it is. And again, and again. So I'm not doing much, but I could free transform here and flip them around. Let's try if I do one, Control T, Command T, and then I flip it around. And I was thinking it might look cool if I had the 4 circle checkerboards, the pizza checkerboards together. Or I can flip it this way and move over. Whenever I'm done with my free transform, I can press Enter, return, and then move it over. If I don't like what I've done here, although these look great together, I can go back up to where I pasted it, and then it's down there, and I can just adjust it again. Okay, so your goal here is you're taking part of your design and you're multiplying it, you're tiling it to create an artwork. I have another video tutorial on how to elaborate more on this that I'll link in the directions here. Let me know what questions you have. Be patient with yourself with Photoshop. The last steps when you're happy with your design, or maybe when you're happy with your background and then you know you want to put something else on here, perhaps crop and flatten. Now over here in my layers menu palette, you can see I have lots of layers. I want to, when I'm done with this, to be able to submit it to Seesaw. I'm going to flatten these. So if I right click on here, I can get flatten from here. I can also go up to the layer menu, and you can also do all sorts of things, duplicate layers in here. But all the way down at the bottom, flatten image. You're going to choose flatten image. It becomes one background. Now you can see I have extra border around here. I could crop that to get it just in on my design. I could also, it looks lovely. It's like, it has this neat sort of oval shape forming in here. I could also decide to give it a frame, and I could increase my canvas size a little bit. This is in inches again. So you can see it's 58. Let's say I just add 2 centimeters here and 2 centimeters here. And then you can see it added a black background all the way around it just to kind of frame it in. That might look nice. You can play with yours how you want to. What kind of tiled image do you want to make? And then to save it, save as. So I've gone up to File, Save As. My image is flat over here. It's a background. and I want to save it as a JPEG. So not a Photoshop, maybe Seesaw can open PNG, but a JPEG definitely Seesaw can open. And you can save it. Oops, no, sorry. And image quality 8 is a fine size. It's a large size. You can see how big it is. If you get it too much larger, doesn't tell us, but oh, there we go. 3.8, that's pretty big. 1 megabyte is enough over here. Okay. Take some time to watch the other video too to see some other options for adding color or adding other layers on there.